Hi, I am Harmandeep Sangha, and today I'm excited to walk you through manageit, a cloud-based expense tracking web app I built and deployed on Microsoft Azure. This project showcases my ability to design, develop, and deploy a secure, scalable application using Azure services, CI/CD pipelines, and modern web technologies. Let's dive in. manageit is a personal finance tracker that lets users sign up, log in, and manage their income and expenses in real time. Here's how it works. Users land on the home page, where they can sign up or log in. After logging in, they access the expense tracker to add, view or delete transactions and see their financial totals. There's also an About Us page with a responsive design, explaining the app's mission. The app is mobile-friendly, thanks to Bootstrap 5, and features a hamburger menu for seamless navigation. All of this is powered by a 3-tier architecture running on Azure, which I'll show you next. Now let's look at the cloud architecture behind manageit, all managed within a single Azure resource group called manageit. This keeps everything organized and easy to monitor. Here are the key Azure components I set up. Azure App Service Plan, manageit plan. This defines the compute power and pricing tier for my app. It's like the virtual machine running my Flask backend, but Azure manages it automatically, handling scaling and resource allocation. Azure App Service, manageit web. This is where my Flask app runs. It's a fully managed hosting platform, so I didn't need to set up servers manually. It provides a public URL and integrates with GitHub Actions for automated deployments, which I'll cover later. Azure SQL Database, manageit. This relational database stores user accounts, hashed passwords, sessions, and transactions. It runs on Azure's managed SQL server, so I don't worry about backups or patching. The Flask app connects to it securely using a connection string stored in the app service configuration. Azure SQL Server. This is the logical container for the database, controlling access and network security. Managed identity. This is a key security feature. Instead of storing database credentials, I used managed identity to let the app service authenticate to the SQL database via Azure Active Directory. This eliminates hard-coded credentials and enhances security. All these resources work together to deliver a secure, scalable app, and I can manage them easily from the Azure portal. Let's talk about how I deployed manageit. My code lives in a GitHub repository, and I set up GitHub Actions for continuous deployment. Every time I push changes to the main branch, GitHub Actions triggers a pipeline that pulls the code, installs dependencies from requirements.txt, deploys to Azure App Service. This automated CI/CD pipeline ensures updates are live in under 2 minutes without manual intervention. It's a practical example of cloud-native deployment practices, a key skill for cloud engineers. Now, let's see manageit in action. This is the home page, where users see a welcoming design with a non-clickable image and options to sign up or log in. Once logged in, the app greets the user and provides access to the expense tracker. Here I can add an income or expense, see my totals, and delete transactions. These are stored in the Azure SQL database and updated in real time. The About Us page uses the same responsive hamburger menu and explains the app's mission with sections like story and key values. On the back end, I built this with Python, Flask, and Sclalchemy. The app.py file handles routes like /signup and /expenses. While models, .py defines the user and transaction models for the database. I used bcrypt for secure password hashing and Flask sessions for authentication. Here's the tech stack I used. Front-end, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap 5 for responsive design. Back-end, Python Flask with SQLAlchemy for database interactions. Database, Azure SQL database with SQLite for local testing. Security, bcrypt for password hashing, managed identity for secure connections, deployment, Azure App Service with GitHub Actions. For the CI/CD, cloud, Microsoft Azure for hosting and resource management. To wrap up, manageit demonstrates my ability to build and deploy a full-stack application on Azure, leveraging services like App Service,